Lent with the Saints. St. John Chrysostom, 4th century. Don't merely ask what was said by the centurion, but note also his rank, and then you will see the man's excellency. Because I tell you the truth, great is the pride of those who are in positions of command, and not even in afflictions do they take lower ground. But this man does not even seek that he come bodily. Neither did he bring the sick man to the physician, a thing which did not imply lowly thoughts concerning him, but rather suggested his divine dignity. And he said, "But only speak a word." And at the beginning he did not even say, "Speak a word," but only described the affliction. For neither did he, in great humility, expect that Christ would immediately consent and ask about his house. Even when he said, "My servant lies sick," he did not add, "Speak," for fear that he might be unworthy to obtain the gift. But he merely made known the affliction. And not even when he saw the eagerness of Christ's response did he spring forward, but still continues to keep his own place proper to the end. And if anyone should say, "Why did not Christ honor him in return?" we say that he did indeed honor him in return, and exceedingly so, by introducing him into his kingdom and preferring him to the whole Jewish nation. For because he made himself out unworthy even to receive Christ into his house, he became worthy both of a kingdom and of attaining to those good things which Abraham enjoyed. For it is clear that the centurion was not a Jew, both from his being a centurion and from saying, "I have not found such great faith even in Israel." And it was a very great thing for a man who was not listed among the Jewish people to have so great a thought. For he did no less than think to himself, as it seems to me, that the armies of heaven, or that the diseases and death and everything else were subject to him in the same way as his soldiers were to himself. So he said, "For I also am a man under authority, that is, you are God, and I man. I under authority, but you not under authority. If I, being a man, and under authority, can do so much, he can do far more, both as God and as not being under authority." So he wants to convince him with the strongest expression that he says this, not as one giving a similar example, but one far exceeding. For he said, "If I, being equal in honor to those I command, and under the authority of others, but what I command is done through the various orders, you yourself will be able to do much more." And some actually read the place in this way. For if I, being a man, and having inserted a pause, they added, "having soldiers under authority under me." But take note how he signified that Christ is able both to overcome even death as a slave and to command it as its master. For in saying, "Come," and he comes, and "Go," and he goes, he expresses this: if you should command his end not to come upon him, it will not come. See how believing he was? For here is one revealing already that which would later be revealed to all, that he has power both of death and life, and leads down to the gates of hell and brings up again. St. John Chrysostom.